In the last section, we looked at the definitions of sensing versus intuitive, and in this section we'll explore how to spot one. How do we spot sensors and intuitors, and how do we get it right? Well, the best way to spot the difference between sensors and intuitors is to listen to the language they use. Just try asking for directions. So let's explore the differences in how a sensing type and an intuitive type do that. Okay, two friends are going to meet in a bar. Let's hear how a sensor will give the directions.
Okay, so you turn right out of your driveway and drive for half a mile and turn left onto Belmont Street. It's just by the big hardware store. Then travel for about 200 yards until you see the clock tower on your right. Here take a right turn onto De Montfort Road. Then turn immediately left onto Maple Road and you'll see the venue bar about 100 yards along on the left, and the car park can be reached by driving past the bar, turning left, and the car parking lot, which is signposted in yellow. I'll meet you in the car park about 8 p.m.
We can see that the sensor gave exact, factual, very precise details and in the right order, just like a sat-nav, and their focus comes from being detailed and sequential. This is how they take in information, and so it's how they will provide that information and describe situations, tangible and exact. They remember the specifics and the little things. Now let's hear an intuitor give the same set of directions.
Okay, so it's really easy. You go out of your road, then carry on down the road for a little while, turn right, I think it's right. Yeah, it's down the road where Jane's girlfriend used to live. You'll know it when you see it. Then go round the corner, there's a clock tower. You're nearly there then, so give me a ring and I'll help you get parked. We're going to the venue bar and it'll be really good to see you. Can't wait.
As you saw, the intuitor doesn't like facts or details. They take in information in impressions and picture format rather than sequentially, and so this is how they'll also impart that information. They get and remember impressions. They jump around and make assumptions as they're thinking about the big stuff and not the little stuff. We can also see the differences clearly in how a sensor and intuitor describe a scene. Let's see how a sensing type would describe this for you.
Okay, so the first thing I see is the wall, and then the detail of the stones. It's kind of stacked up, and then you've got some trees on the left, and the lake just above that looks really nice and cool. I wonder where it is.
And now let's contrast this with how an intuitive type would describe the same scene.
It looks really bleak and lonely up there. It's quite pretty and peaceful though. It'd be a good place to stop and have a think. I wonder why he's up there. I hope he gets home okay with those storms rolling in.
Again, the sensor will describe the object in detail, factually, correctly, and in a logical sequence, but the intuitive will describe impressions and meaning going off at tangents. So let's recap on how to spot sensing types and intuitive types. The factual nature of the sensors mean they tend to be precise and to the point, and they use language to convey literal meaning. Language is a tool to convey facts efficiently, effectively, and clearly. Sensors prefer the known, the traditional, and often have superb memories through which they can use their experience to come up with the solutions. Intuitors, on the other hand, use language primarily to express themselves, and so they tend to be more verbose, using new, different, or interesting words. Language to them is an opportunity to shine and convey patterns and pictures. Intuitive types prefer the known, the new, the novel. They tend to be far more future-oriented and will experiment and be drawn towards the original to solve problems. So now we know how to spot sensing types and intuitive types. Next we'll look at how do sensing and intuitive types see each other.